ladies and gentlemen, to Anonymous Contributors Month here on Reaction and Review. Tonight, guys, I'm taking a look at a musical from 1980. That movie is called The Apple. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I really don't know a whole lot about this. Maybe two or three people had asked me to cover it, and I was doing a little bit of digging, and I found a couple of clips of it. My God, this thing looks absolutely corny as shit. Now, I don't know if it's going to be that good, sort of corny that I always seem to enjoy so much, or if this thing is going to be too corny even for me. That actually is kind of the slippery slope those few clips I've seen have kind of set this thing on. And also after reading the back, this thing apparently has got kind of sort of like a Faustian thing going for it, and that sometimes proves to be okay. It also can sometimes absolutely cripple your film. I don't know if this thing is going to be any good. I have no fucking clue. The only way I'm going to find out, though, is if I shut the fuck up, I push play, and I sit here for the next hour and 26 minutes. So I'm going to do that right now. So, without further ado, it's time to kick back, relax, and check out The Apple. Okay, I just noticed this. Now, if the fucking lighting rig in the background here is any fucking indication, this movie's set in the year 1994. So apparently, 1994 was the most futuristic year we have ever had, yet we still had disco balls. Funny, I don't remember us having silver jumpsuits and disco balls back in, 94, but hey, then again, I honestly don't, I really don't remember a lot from 94, okay? Well, guys, I am willing to say that so far, almost all of the singing in this has been really good. I'm talking, these people can sing. It's just kind of a pity that the songs, at least up to this point, really fucking suck, man. You know, guys, I really don't think I've ever seen Hell this happy and upbeat ever. It's like, guys, like most movies want to show hell as pain, misery, and suffering, and we've got this, like, disco pop shit. Everyone's all smiling and dancing. Wait. Okay, yeah, this is totally hell. They play fucking disco in hell. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. God damn. You know, guys, I was really sort of hoping for the music to get better as this fucking musical goes on, but, you can hear this. No. It's not getting better. Jesus fuck, it's actually getting worse. I mean, as if hearing disco in hell wasn't bad enough, now we have this shit that's so wussy that it makes John Denver sound like fucking Megadeth. This is not good, guys. Okay, are they even going to attempt to explain how in the fuck Alfie went from Satan's little den of fucking drag queen bullshit to this hippie fucking commune in the middle of nowhere? Please! I just want one minor explanation, just one. Show me that you know how to write logic. Please! I'm not even asking much, guys, that's all I fucking want. Wow. You know, there were a lot of ways I could have imagined this movie to end. The Rapture was not one of them. No, shut up. I'm not listening to another one of your fucking songs. Fuck you. Well, guys, that was The Apple. Holy crap. Okay. I'm kind of speechless. Alright, I'm gonna have to start with the writing. Let's start with the music first. Let's start with the songwriting. Because the last time I did a musical, it was Shock Treatment, and I said one of the things you have to have in order for a musical to be good is that your songs have to be catchy. Well, this has catchy songs. But now I want to amend that fucking rule. Your songs not only have to be catchy, they have to be good. The Apple here certainly has catchy songs. But I swear to fuck, if any of these god-awful things get stuck in my head, I will kill the nearest being. That is how bad these songs are. So yeah, catchy is sort of like a double-edged sword. It's not. There are moments when it can be bad. Real fucking bad. Okay. So that kind of sums up these songs here, guys, is that there isn't a single song in here which is good. A lot of them have got the potential of getting stuck in your head. They do. They have the absolute chance of getting stuck in your head. And they are going to make you want to kill something, even if that something is just you. That's how horrible some of these songs are. Now, before I get into the writing, I want to tell you the things I learned while watching this movie. First of all, I learned that they play disco in hell. So now, when I die, and if hell is real, I don't want to go there. I don't want an eternity of disco. No. Okay. Now, the other thing I learned, I guess I have to explain this for those of you who do not know, because, well, when you happen to read enough stupid bullshit as I do, you begin to learn about homosexual symbolism, such as triangles, rainbows, and the color purple. Well, the villain in this film, his name is Mr. Boogaloo, or Mr., Boogaloo, depending on who's saying it. Again, they couldn't be asked to all sort of get together and decide how the fuck to pronounce the character's name. I've stated that for a few other films. First of all, he basically rules the U.S., or possibly even the world, but I'm just going to whittle it down to the U.S. Everybody has to wear a triangle sticker on their face, which when the light hits it, it gives off a rainbow hologram effect. Except for Boogaloo himself, who wears a purple triangle on his forehead, is oftentimes seen wearing purple. Which tells me one of two things. It means either Satan is the gayest human being to ever walk the face of the earth, or even walk the realms of heaven and hell, or, and this one's a little bit more sinister, is that all homosexuals are secretly Satan and they want to reprogram everybody into, following their lifestyle by forcing them to wear their symbols. Again, perhaps maybe I'm just reading a bit too much into this, but the very fact that Boogaloo has fucking like soldiers who have riot shields which are also triangular and have fucking like rainbow like hologram stickers on them. The fact that everything Boogaloo has is either purple, rainbow patterned, or triangular. There really has to be some kind of like a gay message in there somewhere. There's no way in hell I can just see that and just be reading way too much into it. There has to be something there. And also, it doesn't help with the ending. When God shows up and he takes all the hippies off to heaven, or off to wherever the fuck he wants to go, leaving Boogaloo and all his followers on Earth, which means God is going to ascend from heaven. He's going to take his chosen people back with him and leave Satan and all of his homosexual followers to wallow on Earth. Again, perhaps maybe I'm reading too much into it. Perhaps maybe I'm seeing just way too much dark, evil bullshit just buried in this thing. But that's just sort of how I saw it, all right? And all of that is all thanks to the writing and the props. Most of it is probably the writing, because I almost have to believe that all that shit was in the script. So, beyond that, how else is the writing? Well, it's basically the story of Faust, if you threw in also a little bit of Adam and Eve and a little bit of the Rapture and a handful of other little, things which go fucking nowhere. Excuse me. So, with all that said, is the story good? No. I've seen far better Faustian tales done. In fact, by far one of the worst comic book miniseries I've ever read, which was One More Day, which also was a Faustian tale, was better written than this. And all comic book fans know how bad that fucking thing is. When I was reviewing comic books, I kind of showed you how bad it fucking was. Anyway, so this is just horrible from top to bottom in terms of writing, both musically and in terms of story, and also all of the symbolism and freaking imagery I found isn't really helping it too much. And frankly, that's not good. Now, acting. Oh boy. The acting in this thing is shit. Not a single actor turns in anything I would even say is half good. The fact that the movie is set in the U.S., our main character is from Canada. Nobody has an American accent to speak of. All right? Oh, wait, correction. God has a slight American accent. Otherwise, Alfie, who is from Canada, sounds French. So maybe he was from, say, Quebec. I don't know. I'm just going to throw that out there. That is a very good possibility. His girlfriend, also from Canada, well, she doesn't really have an accent, so I guess that'd be more, American accent, sort of. Everybody else sounds German. Why? The film was shot in Germany. That's fucking why. Everybody else is either German or British, and that's probably because they had to cast people over from England. So it's set in the U.S., but everybody sounds German, French, or British. Yippee. Yeah, so apparently in 1994, we all sounded German, French, or British. I don't quite remember that. But then again, I also do not happen to remember the horrible fashion and the ugly cars and the shitty music back in 94. Well, I do happen to remember shitty music in 94, but not this shitty music. Pardon me. So, speaking of that, yes, this movie's set in 1994, which, okay, it probably would have passed in fucking 1980 to say that this is what 1994 would have looked like. But now that we live in 2013 and you see this thing, it really does sort of add a little extra bit of hokiness to the whole fucking thing. Now, beyond that, camera work is okay. Lighting's a little bit of a mix. It's a bit of a mixed bag, all right? So we have stuff which is seen on stage, and it's supposed to be actual concert style lighting, and it looks really good. Almost everything involving Alfie's experiences inside of Boogaloo's world is all lit red, because of course we cannot emphasize enough that he is Satan and everything he's in is hell. So yeah, let's just light it all fucking red because we have the creativity of a goldfish. Anyway, beyond that, lighting is okay. I mean, okay, yeah, sure, it is a little bit hokey and cheesy that every single like hellish style scape is colored red, but then again, I guess that we shouldn't be expecting better. All right, camera work is okay. Lighting, well, I've already talked about lighting. The soundtrack, well, I covered that with fucking music. The soundtrack is absolute garbage. I know, before I go any further, I know a lot of people know I love campy movies and I love cheesy bullshit. But every person has their fucking limit. Behold my goddamned limit. This thing is so fucking campy and cheesy, it's too much even for me. This thing is absolute weapons grade bullshit, and I couldn't recommend it to anybody. There's no way in hell I could look at anybody and go, do you want to know a movie I think that'd be perfect for you? The Apple. No. There's no way in hell I'm going to recommend The fucking Apple to anybody, guys. This is by far one of the worst musicals I've ever fucking seen. It absolutely sucked from start to finish. Didn't have a single good fucking song in it. The acting was terrible. Pardon me. Frankly, I'm happy I'm done watching it. Now, because this is Anonymous Contributors Month, the Apple came off of the Amazon.com wish list, but I don't know who sent it in. I really have no idea. But to whoever did, thank you. I thank you simply because I've been curious about this movie for a long, long time, and to be totally honest, I was honestly expecting a little bit better. I mean, okay, I kind of had a feeling it was going to suck, but this thing far, far sucked worse than I could ever have possibly fucking imagined. It actually makes me never want to touch another fucking musical again. I mean, good God, guys, after this and Shock Treatment, I don't think I want to touch another musical for reaction and review. Actually, those two and the Superman musical all kind of came together and just, I don't want to do another fucking musical. Excuse me, I got a tickle in the back of my throat. Anyway. So yeah, to whoever sent in this, thank you. I was really curious about it. Holy shit, did this ever suck. I really cannot sum it up any other way. This thing was just horrible. Okay, so I think I need to go and like cleanse my mind a little bit. I don't know how, but I'm gonna go find something far better to watch. Maybe I'll pop in my copy of Little Shop of Horrors or something, so I can be like reminded of what a good fucking musical was instead of this shit. Anyway, guys, with that we come to the close of another reaction and review. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, take care, and I will see you all in the near future. Peace.